Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle from escapingthenorm.com, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a custom header slash menu, whatever you want to call it. You can, it could be just a custom header banner, or it could be like a custom menu, like the top part of the website that remains the same across the whole thing. And I'm also in the next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a custom footer. It works very, very similar. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, I'm in the WordPress dashboard now. And so to get to where we can create a new menu, it's under Appearance and Elementor Header and Footer Builder. Now, I did make this in the past, but let me trash that. But I will say, if you create this and you say to display it across the whole website, basically it's going to wipe out your default header, this part right here. It's going to wipe that out and display the one that you created. So if you just want to test with it, I'll show you how to do that. And so basically what you have to do to test it, so you don't wipe out, like say you might want to keep this, but if you make another one that looks better, then you'll use that instead. So basically you need to create a new page to where you can set it to where it'll only display on that page. That way it won't wipe it out, because you can't get it back once you wipe it out. So I am going to make a new page, and these are all my pages, by the way, and those are all default by the theme. So I'm going to do test menu, like so. I'm going to click publish, and then I'm going to click edit with Elementor, just to throw it into the Elementor realm. And then I'm going to just click right here and just exit. So the page is initially set up, right? That's all we're going to do with that right now. So I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to go back to Appearance and Elementor. Elementor Header Footers. Okay, I'm going to click Add New, and then I'm going to name it. I'm going to put Test Header, and then down here, type of template, header, display on. Now, if you want it to be normal and you want it to display across the whole website on every page, like this one does, no matter what page you go to, it's the same. If you want to do that, what you're going to select is entire website. Now, like I said, if you select this and you click publish, it's going to wipe the old one out and you ain't going to be able to get it back, unless you restore the website. So what I'm going to do, just to test things out, is I'm going to scroll all the way down and get rid of that, and I'm going to put specific pages post taxonomies, and then it's going to say display on. I'm going to put test. This is the page that we just built, test menu, and that's the only page it's going to display on. That way we can visit that page and see how it looks, actually on the website, but we'll be able to see that anyways. And then user roles all, and that's going to be it. I'm going to click publish, and then I'm going to click edit with Elementor, and it's going to open up the page editor, or the editor. Sorry. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just build something real basic. I'm not going to go real in depth right here. We're going to go a lot more in depth in a future tutorial of Elementor on how to edit. So I'm going to just kind of show you around on how you'd build like a custom header menu. So I'm going to click plus and a new section. And this is like a single section, and I'm going to show you the very basics first. So I'm going to click up here in the right hand side. This is going to show all of the elements that we can add, and I'm going to type in menu, and this is navigation menu. And so I'm going to hover right there, and it's going to show that little highlighted area, and then drop it into there. And there is the menu that we created in the last video. Or if you haven't created one, it'll be like whatever the default menu is. Okay, so let's go over these options on how to display. So right here it says menu, and if you have multiple menus, you select whichever one you want to use, and it's going to show up right here. And you can make it, kind of like the theme is, how the last menu item is a button. So all you got to do is change that to button, and then the last one will be a button, right? And so to edit it more, you can go to layout, and right here, this is a horizontal menu. You can make it a vertical menu, but I like the horizontal menu better. And then you can align this menu. So right now it's left justified. You can center justify it, or you can right justify it, or you can evenly space it. I think the right, well, yeah, the left justify actually looks the best. But see, we're in the editor, so like this scroll thing didn't take that into account. So I'll show you, like, if you wanted to move it over more, I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm gonna just put it right here for now. So sub menu icon. So this is a sub menu right here, and when we hover over this, basically there's the icon right there. It's a little arrow, so we can change that. We could do like a plus sign and a classic. And by the way, with Elementor free, your options right here, like, pretty much with anything, is limited, because it's like, if you get the paid version, you're going to get a lot more elements, a lot more flexibility, a lot more options, etc. But I'll just show you how to do it with the free version for now. And then the animation, so you can change the animation. Sorry, wrong one. So you can make it slide up. So you can see, like, when you hover, it kind of slides up the sub menu right here. And see, like in the pro version, there's a lot more options. Or you can do default, which just, goes down. Okay, the action on menu click. Basically what this is like, you can hover over this, and you could also click it, but this is going to decide what's going to happen if you click this item. So basically, right now, if you click it, it just opens, the sub menu, or if you hover, it opens the sub menu. But you can also make it to where it redirects to a link, like to the link that's associated with that item. So if you clicked it, it would go to that about page instead of just, displaying these. I mean, it would still display them, but if you clicked this, it would go to it. And then responsive. So basically, right down here is your responsive mode, and you can click on that, and you can view between desktop, tablet, and mobile. So this has to do with the tablet size. So right here in the middle, tablet is selected. Now, as you can see, the hamburger menu appears, but if you wanted it to appear like the desktop menu, you could put mobile, and then it wouldn't break over until you get to the mobile side, which is what it would look like. Now it goes to the mobile menu. Honestly, I like that option better. Full width, you can turn this on or off, and it just basically decides the width of the menu. And then you can change the icon. So like, if you're in like mobile, if you wanted a different icon, instead of this one, you just click this and select whatever icon you want. Like, say you wanted this one, just click it, click insert, and as you can see, it changes. But I'm gonna just change it back to default, which is this one. And then also, like, when you open this, as you can see, there's the X. You can change that as well by clicking there and selecting a different item. You can also search for the items, but I'm not going to go into depth on that. Okay, and you can also style these. Let me go back to desktop mode. Okay, so the horizontal padding. So basically, like, if you want them spaced out more like that, you can do so. And then you have vertical padding. So if you want more vertical, spacing, you can do that. And then if you want space in between each one, which is kind of like the horizontal padding, it's almost the same thing. And then row spacing. So like, if there's like more, like if it went over to 2 rows, you could space those 2 rows out more. And the link hover effect. So right now, it doesn't really do anything, but you could change that. So you could say underline. So like, if you hover, it underlines the current item selected. You could also do overline like so, and there's a bunch of different ones. And you can also change what kind of animation, like if you want to fade or slide. As you can see, it gets pretty fancy. Or you can make it grow, so on and so forth. You can also change the typography, so you can click this and you can change like the text size, so you can make it smaller or larger. You can also change the font family right there. All kinds of stuff, the style, the decoration, line height. I'm not going to go too much into depth of all this. I'll cover it more when we do the Elementor tutorial. You can also change the text color. So if you wanted like a red or maybe like a blue color, you can change all of that. And then here's the drop down. So as you can see right here is the drop down. So like if I wanted the text color to change, I could change it right here. The background color, I think the background color would look better if we did something else. So as you can see, the background color changes. And then you can make it to where, like if you hover over it, it turns white. So we could change background color to white. So if we hover over it like that, now it's more visible. So, it's already looking a lot better. And, there's all kinds of stuff like border. I think I'm going to just kind of end that part there. There's tons of stuff you can do. Okay, and let's say that we want to add our logo. So let's say that we want to justify this. And so like what we can do is go back to content and layout, and I'm going to justify it. So click right there. And like, let's say that we want it to move a little bit to the left. So I'm going to click on the section, edit section. I'm going to click advanced and then padding. I'm going to unlink it and put some right padding on it like that, so that it moves it away from the right side a little bit. And then I'm going to have to add a column because I want two different columns, one over here for the menu and then the other one for my logo. So I'm going to right click on that column right there, and I'm going to put add new column. And as you can see, it's on the wrong side. So I'm going to click this and drag it over here to switch it. And then now I'll click right here and I'll put image like so. I'll click the image and let's see. I'll just use their logo because I don't have mine uploaded right now. But let's say that this is your logo. And so there it is. And, you can change the size of it. Like if you want like a smaller or bigger image. And you can also change the width of the columns right here. Like if you need more space over here or over, like whichever side, you can change the width. But as you can see, like if you go too far, it kind of screws it up. And I always recommend, like when you're building a custom menu, to like switch between the desktop and tablet and then the mobile. So that's a basic overview of how you would do that. Let me just click update. I mean, I know it's not the prettiest one, but I don't want to make this video 30 minutes long. But I'm gonna click right here and exit to dashboard, and then I'll show you how to view that. So we just created that. And so let's see, I'll have to go to appearance and Elementor Header Footer. I'm basically trying to get the short code. Actually, okay, so like if you wanted to display this menu like on a certain part of the web page, you can use the short code to do it. But since we set it to where it will only display on that one page, it'll override the main menu. So I'll just go to that main page that we built, which is the test menu page. So I'll just click edit, and then here is the URL. I'll just click it. And as you can see, this is our menu that we created. So that's our basic page. But anyways, that is how you create a custom menu with the Elementor Header Footer block editor. And if you have any questions about that, just shoot them down in the comments below. But, it works just like the Elementor page builder. It's the same exact thing. You just have to tweak it and play around with it. And like I said, like if you want to make that the active one and override like the main one that came with the website, all you would do is go to, let's see, appearance, header, footer, editor, and then you click edit, and you would change this to where instead of, only displaying on specific pages, you would just change this to all pages or entire website. And then you would click update. And then it would override the main menu that was there before with your new menu. Just make sure it's how you want it. And, you can tweak it however much you want. But with that being said, I'm going to just go ahead and end this tutorial. If you got value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this where I walk you through step by step, make sure you subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.